we are hearing more details about the 4 college students who were stabbed to death in Idaho. But first, we want to clarify something we talked about yesterday. There were reports that the FBI told Indiana police to pull over the suspect while he was driving cross country. Today, the FBI is denying that claim. Now, for the new details, the suspect, Brian Kohberger, was in court yesterday and was denied bail. Police have also released his arrest affidavit. It reveals that one of the surviving roommates heard several scuffles throughout the night and opened her door 3 separate times to take a look. Now, at one point, she heard a roommate say, "Someone is here." She also heard a man say, "It's okay, I'm here to help you." After hearing crying, she opened her door and saw a masked man in the hallway. He walked by her and left. She called 911 around 6 hours later. Meanwhile, the parents of one of the victims is asking for the death penalty, saying they'll forgive the suspect after he pays for what he's done. Wow. Now, a lot of people are speculating, Tori, on why, or Erica, let me ask you, on why this young woman took 6 hours to call 911. Some people are villainizing her. Other people are painting pictures that are much more empathetic. What do you think?
Well, I think we don't know. We don't know what her state was, what the state of mind was, if she knew what was, it had any indication of what was happening. I can only speak from my experience in like a traumatic situation, because we had an intruder break into my home when I was in the shower, and I was in my bedroom, and I refused to, the police had to coax me out of the bedroom in order to open the door. Otherwise, they were going to break down the front door. And I could not get myself to even open the bedroom door because I didn't know if he was in the house or not. So you just don't know what your response to something like that is going to be, because the last thing I would have thought that I would have been more like equipped to run out the house, but I couldn't physically get myself to do that. So you don't know what your trauma response is going to be.
Right. What do we think about him sparing some people? I mean, we know that he apparently was in that. Are you okay, Erica? Yeah?
No,
I know it's a,
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Apparently what it looked to be that he stalked the victims up to 12 different times. So perhaps he had picked his victims. What do you make of him just passing by her?
I don't know what to make of it, and I don't want to jump to conspiracy theories about what this woman did or what he was thinking. This whole thing is just laid out like a Lifetime movie of the week, and I'm sure that's what it's going to be. Okay, I'm going to take it somewhere else, similar to what I spoke about in the last segment. I don't want this to be a Netflix special. That's exactly what it looks like. From the photo you showed of that woman to the guy's mugshot, if I was a producer, the script's already written, right? Yeah. And I can't stand it. I can't stand the celebrity status that these people get for being psychopath murderers. They need to be put to death. The parents want the death penalty. No one else should even matter, right? I know you're against the death penalty. We need consequences. We need swift action to prevent this. I don't know if you could prevent a psychopath ever, but to pile on a conspiracy and say, why didn't you call? Maybe you could have did this. Why'd you spare this? Maybe I don't care. I don't care what your story is. You should be dead. You brutally murdered 4 people, forever changing their lives. If we're president, I would do the same to you on YouTube in front of the country if I were president. So don't elect me.
You brought up psychopath. Before you jump in, I just want to give the clinical definitions, because a lot of people are speculating that he's a psychopath. A psychopath, there are people that have little to no conscience, no empathy, but then they can really manipulate people and fake it. Think Dexter Morgan from that series Dexter, right? You think they're charming. And then sociopaths have limited ability to feel empathy, but they can, but they're also very, they ignite like that. So there's somebody that's going to pop off as opposed to someone that's more calculated with zero empathy.
Like a Hannibal Lecter type?
Maybe. I don't know if Hannibal Lecter was Hannibal Lecter a real character?
He was a real character.
He was based off of Ed Grimes, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure. I don't want to say.
But yeah, horrific. And my just thoughts and prayers for all those families. I can't imagine what they're feeling.